Mr. Chairman, we are a football club which attracts a lot of column inches, and that has sometimes led to criticism about how we communicate. What are your reasons for doing this interview?
But I want to speak directly to the supporters and say how important it is we all pull together during these times. We haven't had the success we would like. We accept there's been failures, and I just want to speak to the supporters and tell them frankly what's been going on, how we feel, and how we need them to pull together. And how we are listening. We're already starting to meet supporters groups. It's very hard to speak to everybody and see what they all want, and some of them want different things, but we're trying to do what we can. Myself and David Gold watch every game, home and away. We're not going to games for any reason that we love West Ham. So we want to be there because we love the club. We care. We are fans, we are fans. I was at the Fulham Cup final, Arsenal Cup final, Preston North End Cup final when I was 15. David Gold was born opposite the ground. But I'm hurt, I know David's hurt. And, I know the fans are not happy, and that makes me unhappy. We want more ups than downs. The supporters want more ups than downs. And we've had a few too many downs and not enough ups. And we know we've got to do better. And we're trying to set something in, a procedure and a setup that long term will deliver better. And that has to be our motive. You can only sign the players the manager wants, so the manager must sign his own players. Going forward, we're going to completely rejig the recruit. I'm going to delegate the whole thing to a huge analysis and scouting system with a new head of recruitment. We're going to have a massive video analysis department, increase the scouting department. Every player will be looked at 5 or 6 times. We will not be signing a player based on when the manager's never even seen him play. The manager will go and watch him play. And we hope we'll spend our money better. We're not going to sign players just for the sake of it. We've got a very good team when everybody's fit. And we need Arnie back. We need Lanzini back. And Lanzini is recovering quicker than we thought. So those two back would make an enormous difference to us. Antonio desperately needs games. He's not played for a couple of months. He's hardly played a game this season. But he's the player of the year last year. And we've lost him this year. But he's back to fitness now. And believe you me, the players know how important it is to them, to the club. But it's also about football and pride with them. So believe me, they do care. They do want to win. And I think you'll see some battling performances this year. And us getting some wins and picking up points if we all pull together. Going forward, we've got to get it better. We've got to sort out some of the problems on and off the pitch and try and show people there is light at the end of the tunnel. What I like about David Moyes, he's very hard working. I've seen him at grounds watching players. When he was the Everton manager, he was always at grounds watching games. He puts a long shift in at the training ground. And I think in life, generally, the harder you work, the better the results. He is a good manager, and he will prove it. And I hope he stays with us for many, many years, and we win things and achieve things. But there's been games where we've had an incredible atmosphere, like Leicester, Huddersfield, Chelsea. The London Stadium is a menacing and frightening place to come for the opposition, because when people start stamping their floor like that, it is wonderful. It is wonderful. There's a sort of that sound is not reproduced anywhere in the country. It's a unique sound, and I love it. We realise the stadium's not perfect. We realise we've got to try and make it a bit better. The stadium, basically, it will take time to be what we want it to be. People to get used to it. The Olympic Stadium gives us the platform for greater success. But I do believe it will attract better players, and I do believe it will make us more successful over time. And we're very aware that we're a working class club. A lot of our supporters are ordinary working class people. Rightly or wrongly, we think it's important for them. We got cheap season tickets. The plan is to be a club with a conscience, a club that provides affordable family football. As we listen to people, we are doing things where we can, and we will do more things For example, we've got 40 liaison officers now every game to help things. We've got 18 shuttle buses for disabled supporters. We've got beer shelves that they wanted. As people tell us about things, we will try and achieve them. And over time, it will become a much better match day experience, and it evolves. And you know, the old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'd like everything to be perfect for them, and I know it isn't, but it is better than when we started. Yeah, many people have said that in the past we've broken promises. Well, maybe we've been a bit over-ambitious on our hopes, but I don't think that's a crime, because if you have no ambition, you're never going to achieve anything. Now, if you don't win them, that's not a broken promise. It's a failure of ambition. I probably have been too open. And we try to have an open book policy. So we've been very open about who we've been looking at, who we failed to sign, and then people see that as sort of PR that you never really intended to sign them. I think it's very important as a football club you have a social conscience, because that is the West Ham way. We've got 10,000 children at £99 each. It's good for the future of the club. It's also good that people who are on low incomes can afford to come to the Premier League, both children on their own, or you can have a parent can bring two children under £500 for a season, which is quite remarkable. Year after year we spend millions of pounds on the academy, both running it and in facilities. We've got a long-term commitment to our academy. The hope is over the long term it produces players that will help the first team. And for the first time for about 5 years, there's a few signs that may be happening. There are a couple coming through that could make it. As you say, Declan, we have huge hopes for. Reece Oxford, we still have huge hopes for. You know, I would say, finally, my most important thing I'd say to everybody is unity. Pulling together. We're all united. Behind the team, behind the manager. The team is very united. We all want to do better, and we ask the supporters to get behind the team. That is the most important thing. Cheer them start to finish. Urge them to success. They want to succeed. They want to do better. And with your help and unity, they can.